Welcome or welcome back to Awake and Bake, where we get high vibes and talk about the universe. I'm your host, Danny. If you're new here, hi, I'm Danny. These are my high thoughts. I'm a psychic and a stoner, and I love to combine the two on this channel. So today, you're going to need a couple things for our episode. First, you're going to need something to drink because I will not be responsible for you hooker whores being dehydrated. I am drinking from my fake Stanley. It's a fake Stanley, chill the fuck out. Pink little Barbie vibe water bottle. And if you partake in the gardening, like the kids are saying nowadays, have something to puff on or whatever your method is. You're honestly going to want something for today's episode because this is very much like a stoner conversation. I was high as fuck. I was thinking about stuff. I was reading. I was researching. I was taking notes. I was brainstorming. You're going to need to be on my vibe to follow it. Let's take a hit and then we will get the fuck into it. This is High 90s Hybrid White Gummy. Okay, so first of all, I've been thinking about the phrase progress equals happiness for a while now. It's just been like on my mind for some reason. Honestly, I'm realizing now that it's kind of like my intuition just kind of like reminding me and being like a synchronicity almost. So I heard the phrase progress equals happiness when I was in college. I was in such a major depression in college that I was like, if I don't get the fuck out of this, how am I going to graduate? Like, how am I going to like continue to do things? So I was researching like how to get yourself out of a depression, how to pull yourself out of a funk, how to like rewire your brain. And of course, I stumbled upon Tony Robbins. And look, are there some weird things about that man? Yes. But his one quote stuck in my head: progress equals happiness. Okay, so stay with me now. Hold that little thought in your brain: progress equals happiness. Keep it right here. But we're going to move on for a second. So then recently, I've been in this like education vibe, right? This knowledge is power vibe where I've just been really like, I'm learning, bitch. I'm a student of the universe always. So anyway, I'm in this fucking learning phase. Through being in this phase, I'm learning shit not even related to like the books and the education, but through what the lesson is fucking teaching me. And I'm about to show you, and I'm about to teach you, and I'm about to share it with you. I don't like the word teach because I'm not qualified to teach anything. Well, I could teach you about dance. I could teach you about cannabis. Oh my God, look at me doubting myself. I can teach you about a lot of things, but not how to live your life. I've been really diving into like books about psychology, neurodivergence, mental health, PTSD, just the way that the body and the mind and the brain and everything works. Cause like knowledge is power, right? I've said that before. Like I've said, you've heard it here first, bitches. I'm the first one to say knowledge is power. But basically, I started doing this because my doctors recommended that I start reading books on my diagnoses to help me feel a little bit more empowered because I think a lot of things do relate to my diagnoses that maybe I don't realize because I don't really know about them, especially when you get diagnosed as an adult with things that can kind of be like shocking because I'm like, whoa, I didn't even realize that. Like, okay, I'm going to do a little bit of research. This research is actually a really fun, good thing for me. I'm somebody that I love learning about things only if I'm interested in it though. I love learning about things that I'm interested, which lucky for me, mental health, how the brain works, just like neurotypes and how people are and why we are the way that we are. That's very interesting to me. That's very much one of my special interests. So it's fine. Same with like spirituality, same with like cannabis. So when I want to learn about these things, I love taking notes. I love making lists. I love doing charts. But I honestly haven't done that stuff in a while and I've been thinking about it and I've been wanting to. And then I've just been like, is that doing the most? Like, is that I don't know. I was just in my head about it for no fucking reason, right? Shout out to Sarah Shower, okay? Because that motherfucker, love you, bitch. She is always learning. She just loves to read and she loves to learn and like educate herself. She's always making charts and fucking diagrams and like then giving like lessons on what she learns. And I was like, wait, that's very much my energy. And I'm not trying to teach you what I'm learning, but it's like, okay, for some reason, monkey see, monkey do. Like I see that bitch making charts and lists and shit. And I'm like, so it's not weird. So I can keep doing it. Then I'm going to do it. That's a long-winded way of saying thank you, Sarah Shower, for reminding me and inspiring me that learning is fun and cool. And it's just thank you for showing me that we have similar ways of learning and taking in information and processing it. Because I remember when I used to live with one of my best friends and we would watch these spiritual videos just to uplift us. And like she'd be laying down before bed watching them. And I would be sitting up like prompt as fuck, erect, if you will, taking fucking notes, making lists, making charts, like highlighting it, reorganizing it, coming up with like theories and answers. And she was like, damn, bitch, you're not in school. And I was always like, this does look crazy, but it's very fun for me. So I guess I'm saying I'm a fucking follower because until Sarah Shower reminded me that it's cool to be yourself, I was holding back a bit. Take a hit, take a sip. But now don't forget, y'all, don't forget, we still have progress equals happiness up here in the corner. We're still coming back to this, okay? So aside from what is specifically in the books that I've been learning, here are some other things that I've been learning. Number one, I have been learning that I get a lot of confidence through learning shit. It's because usually I like to learn about shit that like maybe other people don't give a fuck. And if I were to start going on a little rant about them, I'm an info dumper personally. My best friends all fucking know this. And if I were to start like info dumping about shit, a lot of people are going to be like, cool that you know all this, but almost useless information, but not for you, I guess, because it's useful to you because you love it, whatever. But it's confidence because I'm literally learning more about not only myself and having like a deeper understanding and awareness of myself, but also other fucking people. Because not everything that I read about applies to me, but then it opens your eyes because you're like, I know other bitches like this. And then I just feel like I have a deeper understanding about humanity, which helps me have more empathy for humanity. And I just feel better about things. And I'm like, oh my God, I know all of this. I feel smart. I feel more full of love. I feel empowered because now that I have this knowledge, if I feel like, taking it in and making adjustments to myself in just in ways of bettering myself, then I can, because now I actually have the information which will give me the control to be able to like take my life in my own hands. Learning more and more about the way that human nature is, and then also my specific anatomy and my specific neurotype and my specific health issues, mental health issues, whatever it may be, I judge myself way less. I feel way more accepting of myself because I'm like, bitch, you don't even know me. And I feel like you wrote this book for me. And I would never judge other people in this situation. So I have just like more love and self-acceptance anyway, which helps with my confidence. And just when you feel more understood and when you have a bigger, broader understanding of others, I don't know, man, it does something to you where you're like, well, life is not super fugly because stuff kind of makes sense. I'm going to come back to progress equals happiness. We're going to get there. It's still here. It's hanging out. Take a hit. Okay, so we've established that like knowledge is power in the form of confidence. It's very empowering, right? But also, it's also just fun because I don't need to know everything all at once. Don't try to tell me all the shit at once. I won't be able to fucking retain it, okay? But the more I learn little by little, I'm able to then apply that to my life. Then I can enrich my life. Also, just learning more and more little by little. It's like your brain is like slowly unlocking like a deeper understanding of the way the world works, of the way that you work and why you are the way that you are and just why things are the way that they are. So as I'm taking these steps and I'm learning more and more, I'm enjoying life so much more because I'm either enriching my life by changing it through all of this knowledge that I'm like choosing to utilize and use to my advantage, or I'm accepting myself more, which is helping to enrich my life and make me love myself more. And am I high as fuck? Am I fucking tripping? Or is that similar to progress equals happiness? This little by little growth, little by little deeper understanding, little by little being able to grow and experience and understand yourself and others more. That's fun and that makes life more enjoyable. Is that not progress equals happiness? Now hang on, we'll get into it more. I feel like when Miley Cyrus said it's the climb, we know she was referring to the journey, right? But I think that the reason that the climb or the journey is so important is because that's where the growth happens. And then that is where the joy happens. That is where the joy is created, because progress equals happiness, which is knowledge equals power, which is the journey, not the destination. That last one, I don't really know if it fits, but you get the vibe. And apply this to whatever you want. When I first started learning pole, I felt like I had a new meaning of life again, because I was like, oh my God, it's so fun. It's a new hobby. I'm getting better and better at it. It's so much fun to practice. But like, I just still find that like every new pole trick I learn or any like new noticeable strength, that's always so fucking fun, because then I'm just so excited to like show my husband or like show everybody, honestly, and like keep doing it 1,000 times because it's so much fucking fun. It really is the journey. That's where the fun is, because progress equals happiness and knowledge equals power, because power equals confidence, and the confidence on the fucking journey. Okay, I have to rework that, but you get the fucking point. Not me trying to force this like comparison to work. You get the fucking point. This is such like a stoner video essay. I love it personally. Take a hit. Oh, and I also want to leave you with this. If you're somebody who's like, bitch, I don't fucking like reading and there's only so many like YouTube videos I can watch or whatever the fuck, and maybe I don't want to learn about that, or I don't want to learn about like what everybody is currently, it's trendy to talk about or whatever the fuck. Here's the thing, bitch. You're not dumb. You're just bored. Don't force yourself, okay? To like, because it's not going to be fun. It's not going to fucking work. Wait until something sparks your fucking interest. I had been thinking for a while I wanted to get back into reading more, but nothing was like sparking my interest specifically, because what I really was craving was like full on fucking learning. But I guess I just needed permission. I don't know. You don't need permission. But thank you, Sarah Shower, for giving me permission. Bitch, progress equals happiness. Grab a pole, grab a book, grab your Benjamin, live your life. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, and as always, stay high.